Alright, party people. So I am just checking out some things. I was gonna see. Wait, did I play the Twitch chat? Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna check my watch hours on YouTube to see how far along we are with the. Okay, we're almost up to 2,000. Okay. Well, okay, so today I was working a bit on the AI synchronization multiplayer, but we're not going to do that now because I don't think that's super entertaining for stream, and it's a bit annoying to do. I just keep jumping between computers and shit. So I'm gonna do a little bit more work on the buying of weapons. So we're gonna look into that. I can see if I can actually do a bit of stuff just sort of in game. I think that might be possible. Hello, gaming clouds. What's up? The performance of it works. I'm just gonna check this out. Just the renderer, then it's whatever, but it looks like there's advanced AI vehicle, post penguin copies also. And the physics. Okay. It's not the worst, but not the best. But we'll clear this. Could also be a little bit of the what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I need to fix this shit. So let's see here. Burning butt on stock. I don't know what that means, but that's epic, dude. Yeah, it seems like they're right. Yeah, because this is the issue, right? That they're we can do var has path equals this. And then if not has path, and this would be else if. Okay. No, so that's not it. Okay. Like, is it true then that this guy has a path? Is that the thing? Like, his original rotation is changing all the time. Which I guess is not all too weird. Hello, Sai. Hey, highs, and hellos, Hamad. Let's see. Debug. Or if name dot contains Mr. Monk dot log. He has a path. Okay. So is it like the the actual could be that his nav mesh, it'll say constantly trying to move itself or something? Why does it have a path? Let me go to Twitch. Yeah? Okay, so I don't know why it would have a path. What are we working on today? We're just doing a bit of general stuff. There's no no specific goal of the day. We're just gonna take things as they come. And right now, I'm trying to. I've been reworking the way that AI is synchronized. Specifically because I was noticing I was using like 30 kilobytes per second for synchronizing like synchronizing. I think it was about like 15 enemies or something, which is way too much considering I want to go up to like 200 here. And I'm thinking we're gonna have like a limit of about 20 kilobytes per second per player as like peak Monday of your life. Yeah. I think we're optimizing a bit more for the kilobytes per second. I think maybe like set destination is is this one being triggered? If name dot contains Mr. Mom log. Right, we need to remove this shit.
Monopoly 2 said, "Stupid cowboy Pemgin, he is not a cowboy."
I'm a cowboy. My G is back, yes. And you're also back. Welcome back. Okay, so we are setting the... But that's the position. But we can set the destination instead. If the destination from the distance to the destination is different, then we'd set it. Sorry. So now we're not setting the destination needlessly. No, this is still the same game. This is Penguin Springs, but I can't put a percentage on it. I really can't. I would say it's a impossible thing to say because the scoping isn't even done. I scope as I work, and I can't make any promises with regards to that, if not for my own sanity. Right, that destination here. That's process intent occurs only in the not simulator, right? Progress on the cars? I can't answer that either. I just can't. It's all about like the more I work, the more clear it becomes to me where I am. And it's basically, I mean, again, they say that, you know, the first 90% of the work is really the first 10% of the work. And the last 10% of the work is the 90% of the work. So you don't get like a perspective when you're working on, especially like a big project. You just don't have the And I'm not at the point where I can give you a percentage completion. Like, do they drive? Yes. Can you get into them? Yes. But what other features do I want? Do I want like enemies to dive out of the way? Do I want there to be an animation as you get into them? Do I want like I don't know, do I want like engines to blow up? Do I want car fires? Do I want tires to get deflated? There are all these different things where I'm not sure where that's going to fit in, so I can't give you an estimate for like for that. I haven't played Schedule 1, so I can't tell you if it's going to be the same, but I want there to be at least some sort of progression with regards to making it, but I don't think I can ever aim to achieve the sort of the depth of like Schedule 1 only does that, right? That's what Schedule 1 is about. So of course they're going to have like more depth, a tighter gameplay loop and everything. Because that's the only thing they're doing. With this game, we're going kind of broad, but the broad approach is part of the appeal, right? So I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, and it all depends because I mean it's a different world, right? It's a different sort of drop in, drop out gameplay. So I think we're gonna have to think a bit different to it compared to Schedule 1, which is almost a linear game as far as I understand. Hello, Sierra. I don't speak Korean, but appreciate the message. DK or Croco, as in oh yeah, Croc, obviously. Arr, mirror never lies. Yeah, I mean we're really early in everything taking form, and I think the mirror never lies. Arr. Yeah, we're still really early in the design phase, so it's like everything's still taking form, everything's up in the air. It's sort of like I think of it sort of if the full scope of the game, the full potential scope of the game is represented as this like white circle, right? If this is the full potential and scope of the game that it could exist in, the way that I like to approach things is I just start making shit. I just start making whatever, you know, parts of this scope. And then I'm like connecting them and it's taking shape. And I don't know how much I'm gonna fill in here. Like, will I fill in this entire spot of the scope? Or will I just connect it like this? Like, I don't know. But again, you're making parts of a whole. And then you're connecting those parts and try to exist within the realm of the dreamt up scope, right? Until eventually you end up with something that resembles a game, right? And again, why I can't give you a percentage or an estimate on any of the things is because I don't know if I'm gonna work on this part or if I'm gonna take on this whole part or maybe I'll take on this part. Like, I can't, I just can't say it now because it's too early. Xbox, will the playthroughs be each? Well, so the way that the game works is it's not save based. It's character based. So you can create a single player character, and you can use that character to drop in, drop out in servers. It's a life simulator. It's not so much like this is the start of the game and this is the end of the game. There is no end of the game officially, at least not as far as I envision it, but maybe there will be. But it's like it's extremely open. All I know, and I've said this before, like the pillars on which the game sort of exists is the simulation. So that's the world simulation. NPCs walking around with routines, cars driving around, NPCs driving those cars, day and night cycles, shops opening, closing, and then that's just the world simulation. So that's one of the pillars. The second one is the player existence in the world. So having housing, having rent, ownership of property such as cars, ownership of weapons, ownership of clothes. So that's where the player's existence in the world. And the third pillar on which the game rests is the actual like jobs and activities. So, and the jobs and activities are divided up in two things. One is civilian and one is criminal. Criminal activity would consist of making and selling illegal substances or robbing either penguins or banks or gas stations or what have you. So that's the criminal side. And then the civilian side will primarily consist of few but sort of fairly deep careers, like or not deep, but maybe like lateral careers, in the sense that there is progression within them, right? And those are the sort of three things on which the game hinges, right? Those three things. Anything beyond that, I have no clue, right? I know just as much about what will be in the game beyond that as you do, if I put it that way. So if there's any like question, will NPCs be able to rob you? I don't know. I have no idea. It all depends on what happens as the game's progressing. I don't want to say no, but I don't want to say yes either. We're building the pillars right now, and then we can move on from those pillars when that time comes. Because I don't think in the terms of like, it's a non-conventional game, right? And I like non-conventional games, and I'm not thinking in terms of like specific playthroughs or specific gameplay loops. I'm just doing something that feels right.
Fishsoft.com or Penguin World, playable in your
Going
browser for free.
A bit more abstract here. But let's see here what this friggin' guy's spinning for. I didn't understand shit. Okay, let me explain. I'll explain in short manner, right? So the game rests on three pillars. Three pillars make up what the game is going to be, right? The first one is the simulation. That's the world being simulated. This is non-player activity, right? So the sim would be like the cars driving around, the NPCs walking around, their daily routines. This is shit that you just see, but you're not influencing this. This is just something that exists. Then there's the sort of, I guess we'll call it just ownership. And then the third one is the career. So these are just the three things that sort of they interact with each other, they influence each other. Ownership would be like owning a car, buying clothes, owning an apartment. And these are all sort of relevant things, right? Because as you drop in, drop out, what you own stays consistent. The career is sort of how you progress through the world. So getting a job, becoming a criminal, whatever. And the simulation is just the shit that happens in the world. And these are the three things I'm going to focus on. Getting these things up and running. Everything outside of that, I have no clue about. Other than the GTA, what are some other games you're trying to make your game similar? Like, I don't know. When I say like GTA, that I'm trying to make GTA, I'm not really trying to make GTA.
Ziskudasan20 said, how about the dark side or strip clubs?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know, because it's not GTA. Like, when I think GTA, I think like, okay, there's like a main story centered around crime. There's like I don't know, driving focused missions and all this stuff. Like, we're not gonna have those kind of missions. It's gonna be like career life sim based, and you're like paying rent for an apartment, which already strictly sort of removes it from GTA and makes it almost Sims like. But then it's like, is it like GTA meets Sims? Yes, but also you can't make a family, so that's not Sims. But then it's like maybe Dark RP, like Gmod, but then it's also like it's single player focused, whereas Dark RP only is strictly multiplayer. So it's like all these different ways in which it is like those games, but it's also very much not like those games, because a lot of what the core of those games are is not present here. So like in the way in which it's like GTA is a simulated world where you can steal cars. But in every other way, it's not necessarily like GTA. And in the way that is like Sims, you can only own a house, you have to pay like bills and shit. But in every other way, it's not like Sims. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just mixing and matching influences here. I'm not trying to be like some other game. But I'm using other games like GTA as a reference for like, okay, how are they simulating their world? How are they having like pedestrians walk around? And can I sort of try to live up to the sort of standards they have set in their past titles? So that's the sort of heuristics I'm applying here when it comes to like designing the game. Get on the chair. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see here what this dude is all about. I mean, it says he has a path, but does it have a path because it hasn't reached its position yet? I'm using Unity3D Workshop. Workshop Ferox. I am doing the 3D models and world design as well, yes.
Monopoly 2 said, shit on a chair, or even better, slorb on a chair.
Yeah. Okay, let's see now. Will you stop spinning? Hell yeah! Although now it's friggin'... You are so cute, thank you. How to learn all, and is it hard to learn without going to school for it? It is, I mean, it's difficult to learn even if you do go to school. I'm gonna say that much. There are people who go to university and who still have no idea how to make games. So it's a lot of discipline and grit, but you can do it if you put your mind to it. Okay, let's see what these dudes are doing here. If name dot contains villager, stupendous, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, many are walking, so I mean, I'm taking their word for it that. I mean, I'm assuming you know that stupendous is good. It's not. It doesn't mean stupid. It's extremely impressive, but I'm assuming you knew that. Great. And what language are the game is written in C#, Unity C#. Are you using a rigid body bullet or raycast bullets? I am using. Yeah, it's just because the guy said, "Yeah, where is Bucket Penguin?" and you said, "Yes, Cowboy Penguin is stupendous." So I thought you might have been agreeing with him, but also not agreeing. I'm using rigid body bullets because the bullets are physics based, and there aren't too many bullets being shot overall, so I meant to not make sense. Oh, okay. Well, job well done. You got me. Wait, is last sync destination is being set on the server, right? Yeah, it is. If not, is owner. Yeah, so it is being set. Or is it... Could it be that they're... Oh, wait. Okay, well, shit. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The look position should not necessarily be the destination. Yeah, I don't know. I generally stay hydrated, I think is probably a good idea, and focus on blinking. Take breaks. I don't wear anti-red glasses or anything. I've had stints where my eyes have been dry, but generally it's like not that much of an issue for me. I think worse is posture for sure, and having proper sitting posture, because you'll get shoulder pains and stuff. So okay, so we can assume if it's walking. Right, yeah, because the thing is, if we don't have, do we want to be looking at the enemy still? Shit. Okay. Right, and that's something we'll have to set otherwise. Okay, well, we'll just say there we go. Nice. Okay.
Monopoly 2 said, wow, what a handsome, cute, pretty, beautiful, masculine elder. Stupendous Kobe penguin.
Yeah, Kobe penguin. Is it getting the magnitude? I don't think the magnitude. Navish Delta Pos. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. So penguins walking around, they're looking pretty snazzy. Cars driving. Okay. Yeah. So we changed this last time. Where we had these. But then here, I think we need to... This is such a scam. I guess, do we center it to... No, I think that's weird. I think what we would do is when you approach here, yeah, you just redeem teach the dance 5 times, and he is dancing faster, so he dances faster every single time you do it. Because that's what I'm thinking. I think because it's like if you grab it in the center here, I don't know. I think it should like shrink down to its smaller size or something. Right. Okay, let's take a thinker about this. So class inventory item UI or something, right? That is dragged here. So here we're doing Yeah, see you, Monopoly. Have a good one. So I think I do place item right when I drop it, because this is a dropping. For set is dragged, it's only call once, I think. On pointer down, right? Yeah. Update is dragged. Here we're doing this shit. Okay, because then I'm doing the highlight here, can place. But here we're doing for the I think we're doing it for the hotbar right here. Here, check each hotbar. That's what I did here. So we have this one. And we do it at the mouse position, right? And then we don't place item. I think we have the is dragged, place item, anchored position should not be modified. We can do manager, highlight, hotbar, and then the index of the slot. And then we can say here, manager dot clear hotbar highlight. And then we can do, I think, hotbar slot. So we can do here, bool, highlighted hotbars, or hotbar is highlighted. Hotbar. Or I guess hotbar is highlighted dot four. Hotbar is highlighted. I balls. I through. Oh, not I, slot index. So that's highlighting the hotbar, but then we need to also initialize it. Oh. There, hotbar is highlighted. And then we'll have to inventory renderer. Is it? Ah, that's what I should do then. Okay, nice. Let's see the inventory UI. Update here. And there we're doing so for int I equals 0 or 4. We can do 4 I is less than manager. Hotbar size. Public. Oops, hotbar size. Do we have the hotbar here even? I don't even know that we do. Hotbar slot UI. Yeah. Okay, right. I guess we'll just add a public hotbar slot UI. Hotbars. Bar lots. There. So that should change that, and we still need to assign all the hotbars. But this would be I is less than hotbar. Oh, we do have hotbar slot rec transforms. Ah, it's highlighted as not. Understandable. Okay. Hello, Jaj. How do you do? Bazooka. Yeah, it's basically working. It's just not dragging it. Oh, because it's doing return. I am doing good. Right, yeah, because we're not moving it. think. Or the grid rect. RT anchored position. Yeah, that's the thing. Local pointer is there. That should work. Yeah, I think we also have it set so it maxes out, right? Yeah, because it will be dropped over there. Okay, almost there. I think we have the minimum and the max would be. Minus data dot width plus 1. But then we can have an illegal position. But only when we actually like completely go out. Yeah. And a based. Oh, right, and when we drop it also. And here we need to resize. When we get down here, we resize it and set its size to be do we set the width anywhere? I guess we do it here. Yeah, R size delta. And then here we can do it so check each hotbar slot. Yeah. See, hit hotbar. Do it there. Size delta is the data dot width. Hotbar width equals hit hotbar 1 or data dot width. Do the same thing there. Data dot height. Hotbar height. And then hello, Ahad. I think there, I mean, it would be kind of sleek if we made it like lerp to that size, but then also we need to shift its pivot, right? I wonder, because we do the grab offset, don't we? There's some sort of offset we set, I think, that is dragged here. Yeah, because that's false. Right, minus the item's top left. I mean, I guess we could lerp it towards the So we start with an offset like that, and then we lerp it towards half its width and height, maybe. So is dragged var offset, or drag offset equals vector 2 dot lerp, and we lerp it from the drag offset towards what is it, RT dot, is it size delta? Divided by 2 with time dot delta time or something. Yeah, because the offset would be this is the upper left corner. You do new vector 2 rt dot size delta dot x I guess minus, and then divided by 2. Is that gonna hit me at the bottom? No. I guess the problem is that the pivot is mathf dot lerp oh, not mathf, vector 2. That's looking pretty sleek. I think there has to be like a little bit of a timer. So hit hotbar. Private float time of hit hotbar. Hit hotbar equals time of hit hotbar is greater than 0.5. So there's like a little delay there. Oh, okay. Is smaller then. We could do 0.25, so it's a little bit less. Pretty sleek. Okay, yeah, so I think that's, I mean, that's pretty good as far as like looks go. I think it's not the worst, not the worst. So like, why does it feel like the offset? I mean, the offset doesn't seem to be... quite the way you'd expect it. Like, if I grab this in the center... Yeah, okay. I mean, the offset is still... kind of... It's not centered, is it? No, that's like in the corner of the... bit to the corner of the right. It's kind of weird. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Let's see here. Size delta. Like if I have this at 0, then it's up at the top. Like maybe that's what I need, rect.height instead of size delta. Still kind of weird though. And if I subtract 5, in this case plus 5, okay, now we're talking. My lord is landing tomorrow. All right. Look at this though. Look at this, Mr. GameDev. You have the highlighting, and then as you pull it into the hotbar, it dynamically reduces in size, so it fits into the hotbar. Pretty neat. Game of the year confirmed. Yeah, based on that alone. Yep. Yeah, GTA does not have it. They went with the freaking soy virgin weapon wheel. Am I right? Who's with me? Let's think here. So that's pretty good. I mean, what we do have to add is the ability to pick up weapons. But that's gonna be in penguinized as well, so it's like, I don't know if there's any stress to do it, but I want to be able to, like, you know, you take this and you pull it out and it literally just drops it out. I want to create a game like this. How do I start? So first, you have to start by taking lots of heroin. And there you'll find lots of inspiration. You hear people say it's addictive, but it's actually very good for your brain. No, but just start small, dude. You can't, like, this can't be your first game. This wouldn't have been my first game. This wouldn't be anyone's first game. Start small, make Pong, something realistic, and then work from there. See what you know. Figure out what you know primarily. That's very important. You don't want to start on a behemoth of a project without even knowing what you're capable of, and then setting goals that you don't even realize you're completely unable to achieve. Because you're going to make mistakes, and you don't want to make those mistakes with your dream game, right? So, yeah. But yeah, we're definitely releasing for the Zeebo, and the Zip-Zop as well, of course. As you all know, I'm a Zip-Zop player for life. Always have been, always will. Gazebo. Discontinued. It's discontinued. Me personally, I prefer the Ouya. You guys played the Ouya console? Hell yeah. Ouya. That's where my... Press the U button on your Ouya controller. I remember they had the Fantastic Frog game. Was it called Fantastic Frog? Amazing Frog. Amazing Frog was released on the Ouya. There's an Ouya exclusive. The Amazing Frog Hopping Holidays. Guys, stop walking into me, or I'm gonna beat your ass for real. You had an Ouya? Ah, shit. My condolences, dude. Yeah, I mean, that shit was so hype. It's like, holy shit, you can crowdfund, it's gonna be the Xbox, the PlayStation killer. Finally, the customer has to say, and these guys are gonna get it all right. I mean, honestly, you know, let's not kid ourselves. The fact that they even shipped something at all is kind of amazing. The fact that it, you know, I mean, it was obviously a... I don't think, I mean, there was never a scam element to it, but it was, I think their heart was always in the right place, but I think they got so much They scoped too big. They made their dream console. But I mean, this was in the heyday of Kickstarter, you know, when Kickstarter was like, oh shit, you know, you can actually like crowdfund stuff. Was it an Android box? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think in terms of like making an impact in the console space, for sure, Valve Steam Deck is the thing that we've seen so far that's come the closest. Android port 4.1. Yeah, I never looked into the whole Ouya situation that much, but to me it just seemed like, yeah. I don't know, it's all these products that are releasing that are saying like, oh, it's like a projector, or it's like a whatever, it's like this and that. It's always some Android reskin. Pretty much always. 99% of the time they're like, oh yeah, we wrote a custom operating system. It's either a Linux distro with a slight tweaks, or it's Android. One or the two. There's never a custom operating system. Never. Is there a story? In Penguin Ice there's a bit of a story, but in Penguin Springs there's not. Yeah, I mean, it is bare bones, 100%. But I think it's like... It's so integrated with Steam itself, and because of how good of a platform Steam is, it just makes it good out of the box, right? Whereas with something like Ouya, they have to design everything from the ground up. But like no one goes out and designs an operating system. Like you just don't. You literally with the Steam Deck, you literally just hold a button and you boot it up into desktop mode and you have full like the full Linux computer. They just stripped away all the bullshit. What was I gonna do? Vero. Yeah. But that's the thing, like when they have like Windows, that's like the biggest mistake they could make, right? Because it's there's just so much bloat. Windows just runs like garbage, and you want to really squeeze out that performance of the handheld, and I feel like that's at least what Steam's been able to do, because it has good battery life and it runs very well. I mean, I have one myself, so. But I will say that the actual interface in like the Steam Deck is kind of garbage, and Steam as always, like even Steam itself here, Like even the Steam app itself has garbage UI. Like the fact that when you load up Steam, when you go to like the Steam page, the fact that it looks like it has to load in the UI and can't like preload this shit, it boggles my mind. Like this stuff should be just cached and ready to go like that, but it seems like it's doing almost a pure refresh every single time you go in here. Like, it's really weird to me. And the fact that it's like lagging even on like a high-end computer, when you're like scrolling around here, you're getting like actual lag. And don't start talking to me about like scrolling down a couple of pages on the store page. Like, then it really starts lagging. They're not reusing a single element on that page. You're just getting more and more and more allocations the further down the page you scroll, and it just really starts to slow down. But yeah, I mean, it's just a web browser, but it's because obviously they want to not have to code things twice. Is the game released on Steam? No, it is not. Which is also the case with like all these Electron apps that are releasing on computers now. Also, they're just using like HTML and CSS to code the actual layout of the app, and then just render it in what's essentially a glorified web browser, and then serve the content there. And it just makes the app run so much worse, so much jankier. Really sad. 20-year-old computers would run the shit they're rendering faster using native apps, but everything's going into this multi-platform direction, platform agnostic. Web dev is the worst thing that's happened to development, for sure. And hello, Lofi Pokemon. Okay, so I've set the simulation speed. I was gonna say here, the store, the gun store. I don't know why there are lights here, but I guess they're being like disabled. I guess it's the light optimizer. We can just remove those. For now. But then we actually have lights when we get in here. For the time being. Okay, so the UI for the weapons, it's okay, it's not the best. We can implement... Are we looking for anomalies? Ah, Detective Penguin player, I see. Respect. Lots of love to all my Detective Penguin players. We are working on Penguin Springs. Yeah, I mean that's the case all the time, and it's like, I think the web developers themselves are also pushing for it. I think there's probably a lot of push for it from the developer end, where the developers will suggest moving to a unified web-based front. I don't know necessarily that the pressure is external. There probably is external pressure, but for sure there are web devs and the store devs who are like working on both the sort of web end and this natively coded shit or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, at least in older Steam, and then wanting to unify that. But shit's annoying, dude. And I don't know, it just feels to me like there, you know, you could use some other content delivery service, or at least employ some sort of freaking caching, because it seems like they're doing absolutely zero caching. It feels like every single time I enter the store, I'm getting like a completely fresh set of data being delivered to me. Okay. Let's think. Do we work on the player preview? We could work on the player preview. So we have the, I think I call it the player preview, and it's just up here. So this is the player preview. So we can call this here the player preview renderer, or we can put it on the inventory. So we find it easily, and then we'll just reference the image. I think that's nicer. Public player preview, or not, public image is the UI, and the image would be preview image. Okay, and then here do a public void start. Well, this would be an IEnumerator start, so we'll var sprite equals runtime, or yield return. You wait until penguin controller, or like this. Penguin controller dot local player null, and then the preview image equals. See, here's the thing. I don't know if the preview image will have all the clothes on. I guess it would, because, yeah, it probably would. Preview image. I just don't know if it's going to have all the clothes. I guess we could have a duplicate of the player underneath the map. We're going to start out like this. This might take on the pose of the player, but that, you know, that could be fun for the time being. So var sprite equals runtime preview generator dot generate model preview. I guess we can do it with shader, and the shader is going to be the default shader. The transform is going to be the penguin controller dot I don't know if we set it to that transform, if it's going to capture the penguin or not. It might not. And then, which one is it? The shader. There's like something shader. The replacement tag. I just need to see where I'm doing this. Shader.find. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's gonna look freaking scuffed as shit. Preview image dot sprite equals sprite. Oh, right, it's 2D image. Okay, well then it's not the sprite. Let's see here how I do it. That's the thumbnail. Thumbnail equals new rect sprite. Okay. New vector 2, right, because that's the pivot and the width. Okay. And then we can just do this also. Public void generate preview. There, and then text menu generate preview. So we can just generate that on the fly. And then we'd refresh this, assign the image, and we'll start this up and see what happens. It's probably going to be absolutely and utterly scuffed. But my idea is sort of, when do we need to generate a preview? Well, we need to generate it we would need to generate it when the player has bought new clothing, or put on new clothing rather, and on the start of the game. But it would be nice, like we have this empty slot here, we could do sort of Dark Souls style and have like stats here, which would be introducing these sort of RPG mechanics, because I want to have it, I don't know if you guys know in like GTA San Andreas, but you can go to the gym and like lift weights and shit, or you could eat a bunch of hamburgers and get fat. And I'd want to have that in this game, some sort of what if security guards in bank can get suspicious of you if you are wearing bulletproof armor and such? I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to make like the heist systems more involved, and some sort of suspicion meter could be cool, but it's also like I have to be careful to not spend too much time on making only one part of the game super involved and then not having enough time to make the other stuff involved. Does that make sense? But yeah, I think one part of the game that I do want to have present is this feeling of the fact that you are participating in an economy. So maybe the ability to like take out a loan, or having to pay rent, and then if you aren't able to pay rent, getting kicked out of your apartment, living on the street. So that's one thing that I feel like most games don't really embrace. And I'm not sure if that's because it wasn't fun enough, or if it was something else. Okay, yeah, so that's not rendering at all, but I don't know if it's because the camera didn't catch it or for some other reason, but we're gonna see. Player review renderer. My guess is that the transform point is not Like if we set it to this, for example, that renders it correctly, but it's only the penguin mesh, right? But if we set it to the root, then it will only generate what's within the root. But there is no so let's see here. Penguin preview. Oh, penguin controller. Like, is there a transform here that we can find that's actually, because all of these are not in the, we need to have a separate like preview camera. We can try this. Var runtime preview generator dot preview render camera equals camera dot main, and then we set it to like here, setup camera. That's the thing. I don't know if it's setting the, I mean, it's doing like a look at the player. Penguin preview. Maybe that's what we need to. Player preview. Preview penguin, right? Penguin preview. Like yeah, I think this is what we need to do. So penguin preview. If we assign this, I'll just do like game object.find just to test it out. Because then we could just set it enabled for a frame and then turn it back off. Class player preview renderer. We'll just do this. Instead of saying transform, we say var penguin preview equals find object wait, isn't it like port mode? All right. Ah. Now we're talking. Um, high-res penguin. Bah! I just want to see here. Wait, what? But I think if I rotate this penguin, does it rotate the preview as well? No, okay. Because then we could have... Like, we could have... what did I save for? If I scale them up, I guess it doesn't scale up the preview. I'm just trying shit here. Maybe if I scale them down, it tightens up the outlines. Kind of. But maybe if I scale them up like a lot. Not that much difference. Simba! Very cute character. Oh, thank you. Might have to copy this rotation. Right, okay. Yeah, because the rotation of the root is what matters. Okay, I guess I will... Shit, okay. What's the root rotation that we need? And then the image. 28224. Okay, we can work with that. 28224. 28224. 28. 224. Yeah, 28224, 28224. Right, okay. And we can remove that image. No image. Well, I guess maybe there's a transparent one. There we go. And then the penguin preview. But here's the thing, the penguin preview needs to be cloned. Hello, the 6 dark wings. There. Okay. Reference self. There could be now because in the start the mesh hasn't been loaded yet, but I guess maybe it will have been. We'll see. I guess it's loading from the player preferences, so. Oh, no, no, no. All right. Yeah, it's empty. But if I regenerate, I guess it won't be. Oh no, because it's doing find object of type. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, did I set it private? Flash Penguin preview. So Penguin preview object, and we have like at least semblance of a preview object. That one is copy, and then we're gonna love the basic frog. Can't we get more Amazing Frog? I never played the Amazing Frog. But this is so based. Sorry, I can't look at this. I'm distracting myself. Hello, average ghost. Oh, I didn't know they had full screen. Right. Sorry. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah. I remember you, of course, dude. You're my favorite viewer. Copy that, and then we'll set it so if it's been initialized. We update it? Ask the yeah, there's gonna be updates. Lots of updates. I love updates. What's this? Yeah, I mean, the outlines are absurd looking here. Hello, Silent Sight. But I mean, we could change up the UI. See, we could do a little tweaking. I'm not trying to make something that's gonna look final in any shape, form, or manner. I'm tinkering a little bit here. Okay. So this is the Penguin preview. And we can think here. You're using a 2D sprite for a backpack in a 3D game? Yes, I am. But, I mean, none of this art is final. It's all just testing shit. So. Is it like ID card? Like ID card. So we could do something like this. Is there like, because I like the ones that have that sort of background. You know how like normal cards will have this sort of thing in the background. Like something like that, you know? Like we can probably rip this and overlay it somehow and put like a paper texture. I'm gonna try something here. Rounded rectangle. GIMP impressive. GIMP is not too bad. And then we'll take this. We can do this. Oops. That, and then we will, I guess, just fill this with white. See, we can just oops. Yeah, it's not erasing it fully, is it? I don't think the opacity is at 100. There we go. And then we can do this. So we can do like a multiply or something. But we'll set this white first, so we can just bucket fill that with. Oops. Yeah, the selection is bucket fill, and then this. And I think we can do this here. And edit layer attributes and mode. I think we do multiply here. And this will multiply it, but I think filters here, we do some light blur. And then, is there like plastic card texture or something? I don't know. This one looks pretty okay, so we'll just save image. You commit fraud? Hell yeah. Oh, right, you can do it here. Okay. Well, I'm Bro, give me shout out. Guys, please go and report franchise, reporting to YouTube. Let's try to get this guy banned, all right, guys? Let's do this. Let's get franchise banned. There you go. There's your shout out, buddy. Make sure you report him and say all the kind of bad stuff you can think about. Enjoy the shout out, buddy. You earned it. Yeah, just say he scammed you for money. Just say he, like, called you bad words. It's gonna be awesome, guys. Let's get franchise banned 2025. This is gonna be awesome, guys. I'm so hype. Bro, watch me. I'm an editor. Maybe we should go like on the font. Maybe there's like a cool Penguin Springs font we can get. Shout out to Franchise. Y'all go over to Franchise's profile and report him for misconduct. Let's get Franchise banned 2025. Let's do this, guys. Thanks for the subscription, buddy. Appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, guys, head over to Franchise's profile, report him, do all it takes. Let's get Franchise banned 2025. Let's do this. I don't know, how do they write, like, is it like a Los Angeles ID card or something? Is that like a thing? Like they'd write the California. You'd have the sort of like symbol. Yeah, this is the GTA San Andreas. Okay, well, we can use some sort of font like that, maybe. Maybe we even have that already then. Nice to talk to a streamer. Nice to talk to you too, buddy. I mean, for your sake, I hope you don't get banned, because I mean, you seem like a nice guy and all, but you know, I can't control what happens at this point.
This is Mr. Penguin. Is depressed.
Hey, we got another subscription from Jundo Robo. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Hello, Spectre. What's up? Font name is Innocent. Well, I don't want to copy the exact GTA font. Someone probably reported him for identity theft or something. Who did? Yeah, I think you can't do, there's no, bro, restart the stream? Hell nah. Why would I restart the stream? Why, is the stream paused or something? Oh, it's the wrong account. Oh, did the stream get paused on the... No, it seems like the YouTube short stream is still up and running. Oh, stream suspended? Oh, okay. Well, let's restart the stream then. What was the policy violation? Is it the audio or something? Okay, let's see here. Could be because I told people to go to his profile. Let's see here. Turn this off. Turn it back on. Everyone's like, what did he do? Why did he get suspended? What did I do? I don't know. I violated YouTube's policies, guys. Somehow. What happened? Is it the audio? It could be the audio. I'll turn on this. Okay, it looks like we're back there. ID cards of people, is that the issue? Oh, okay. I guess I'm doxing the... Literally, I'm using Google, their own friggin' website, to do my research. YouTube owns Google, you know? And apparently you're not allowed to Google... But that's fine. I'm just gonna restart the YouTube stream here as well, I guess.